ThaBoxingvoice.com live here with Louis the Coopers Jr. Obviously, I put out the interview, and the question is, why hasn't Team Lara contacted K2? Why can't you guys contact them? If you're calling them out, why can't you submit an offer?
Well, we can submit an offer, but he's got a contract with HBO, and if he wants to get an offer from us, he's going to be fighting on Showtime, where Lara, has made his career and done his career. So we're not contractually obligated to nobody; they are. And if that's what they want to do, we'll make the offer and we'll fight him on Showtime.
But if you're not contractually obligated, why would the fight have to be on Showtime?
Well, if he's getting the offer from us, then we want to fight where Lara's been built.
Yes,
yes. And if they're going to make the offer,
then Lara would go to HBO.
Go to HBO and fight where he was built.
Perfect. See, these are the little details that these guys don't know, and they're going crazy over. So now another hurdle obviously would be, Kell Brook's getting $5 million, but he brings pay-per-view money, he brings UK, revenue and fans. How could you guys find a happy medium where Lara gets the, right amount of money, Triple G gets the right amount of money, but it's in the budget? Because if we think Crawford Postal, one guy will 1.375, the other guy 675, and then that's $2 million on pay-per-view. Is Lara fighting Triple G a pay-per-view only fight? Is that what you're saying?
I think those guys might be with the wrong people. That's all they made for those type of risks. You got to get paid for risks. Lara makes a ton of money to fight the fights he's fighting, and we fight Golovkin. We're going to make the right deal, but that's what you do. You sit at the table and you make a negotiation. But I think, speaking on Crawford Postal, I think that fight sets back this fight because everyone saw what a slick, smart fighter does in the ring with a European guy who just comes forward. And that's the reason I mentioned the kid Lipinas to you, because he's got everything. He's slick, he's fast, he's powerful. And when you see Golovkin and Postal, they're good fighters, tremendous, but they fight one way. And when you fight a slick fighter, you most of the time get exposed.
Now, a guy like Lara, obviously, the knock on him, according to the critics, is he doesn't draw. Could you think of a location where maybe it would be the best market for Lara and Golovkin, and then Lara could bring his own fan base?
Yeah, well, Lara, in Miami, when we took him down there, the venue wasn't that big, but he sold the place out. There wasn't one seat open, and there were all sold tickets down there.
How many did that hold?
I think it was 2,500. It's not a big place, but that's the venue we found available for that November fight. It was Thanksgiving, so it was tough to find venues. But look, they're such a big star. They sell out in New York. They sell out in LA. You don't need Lara to sell one ticket. What you need is to sell pay-per-views, and obviously when people look at a pay-per-view and they don't see a challenge, you don't sell. That's the reason he did 100,000 pay-per-views versus Lemieux. There's a reason Lara did 300 plus pay-per-views against Canelo Alvarez. Obviously Canelo was a huge part of it, but people also knew that he was in there versus the challenge. So the boxing public knows Lara's a challenge for Golovkin, and that's the way you sell pay-per-view, because people want to pay for something that they see as a challenge, not a fight that they don't think is a challenge.
Louis, speaking of Lara and Canelo, the pay-per-view numbers, you're right. I remember maybe 325, 375, something like that. But the way that Lara got that fight was getting in the ring. Is he gonna have to do that with Triple G? Is he gonna have to stalk him at this Brook fight maybe and bust the ropes, get in the ring? Tyson Fury style, right?
Yeah, you never know. You never know that might be the next way to go about it. But look, the good thing is Lara's in a great position now where he's the world champion. He makes a ton of money. And you guys saw he just bought himself a Lamborghini. Money's not an issue right now with us. We want to fight the best. That's why Lara's here. You see, when he had 15 fights, he fought Paul Williams. He's fought in Angulo. He's fought in Trout. He's fought in Canelo Alvarez. He's fought in the top of the food chain. Not one guy on Golovkin's record resembles the names I mentioned. And like I said, it's a fight that we want, and they're the big star, right? We'll make an offer and let's do the fight.
But you need them to make you the offer.
Well, like I said, if they're willing to fight on Showtime, then I'm sure we could put something together for them to come fight us on Showtime.
But obviously that won't happen. HBO's not letting them go.
That's what I'm saying. So we're not contractually tied to nobody. He is.
So I just want you, for idiots and for dummies like me, break it down. Like, Triple G's in an HBO contract. Makes no sense you wasting your paper and ink sending an offer that's not going to be entertained because your fighter's not on HBO Fighter.
Exactly. Look, and it's not idiots. In any business, someone could tell me, about football or this, why don't you know? Well, if you're not in the actual business, you don't know what's going on. It's a little difficult. But like I said, we're not country. We could fight anywhere. He's got to fight on HBO. So make the offer for him to fight on HBO. And like I said, they made the offer for Dominic Wade, didn't they?
Well, it was also a mandatory though.
Yeah, but I mean, they fought Dominic Wade. He's out here fighting. Khan fought Canelo, right?
But Dominic Wade wouldn't. Lara wouldn't take Dominic Wade money.
Oh no way.
And that's really the problem, right? They're saying like Lara's gonna want an amount of money that he doesn't necessarily have the fan base to bring back.
Well, Lara's the second most viewed fighter on Showtime this year behind Deontay Wilder, the main event. So, like I said, some guys sell tickets, some guys do ratings. I mean, some people say he's boring, he's this, but people watch. You know, and he's fought on elite level fighters. He's a known guy. Go look at Lara's record. Lara's been on. What has he got? He's got 27, 28 fights. He's been on TV more than 20 times. People know the name Lara anywhere you go, and it's a fight people want to see because it's a great styles matchup. And like I said, Lara's available to fight him. I mean, if Lara fought Paul Williams with 15 fights, trust me, he's not worried about Golovkin or nobody.
All right, Louis. Thanks again.